Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys the best controller settings for pretty much the smoothest gameplay. You know, if you want to be like RazorX or BH Woods, you know, any of those clean content creators out there, definitely try out these settings. Now I'm sure you guys are probably confused because I usually have face cam in my videos, but you know, I'm just trying something out, experimenting how this video does. Anyways, how this video is going to work is I'm gonna show of course my settings and what I use, and I'm also gonna be showing you guys what I recommend you guys to use if you're like a claw player or non-claw player. So you know, there's some variety to this video. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna start this video real quick. If you want to use my creator code, it's just code LOYALS. It's loyal with an S, and it helps me out a ton. You guys don't even know. But yeah, with that said, let's get started with the video. Alright, so right now I'm in my creative, I guess, trick building island. I use this for all of my montages, and pretty much let's just get started with this. So if I go into my settings, here's just pretty much my, you know, main graphic settings. You guys don't really need to know this stuff. It's pretty much just the lowest stuff possible so I could have the best FPS. But moving over to the controller settings over here, you will see that my look and horizontal speed is 50 and 50, and that's, I don't know if that's fast or low. I'm pretty sure it's low, but over here you'll see I have a 2.4 build mode sensitivity multiplier and a 2.0 edit mode sensitivity multiplier, and you know, that's pretty high. That's doubling what I have for my normal look sensitivity. But anyways, I'm just gonna go down slowly so you guys could look over these settings. I don't want to explain too much about them, but yeah, pretty basic, pretty simple stuff. Now I just want to mention that I'm not actually gonna be going over my keybinds because I actually use paddles, so it really makes no sense. But when we talk about the non-claw section, I'm gonna be going into keybinds to show you guys pretty much what the best keybinds are for non-claw. But yeah, anyways, we just have the boosts here. Horizontal is 35%, vertical is 20%, you know, pretty simple stuff. And let's just get started with talking about this little advanced look sensitivity, you know, portion of settings. So, but first off, I want to explain one more thing, and that is you really need control freaks. Trust me, they're those things that you just attach to your controller and it adds a boost. And you may not think it'll add a lot to your, you know, smoothness or just gameplay overall, but trust me, it does. Adding a little bit of boost to that joystick allows you to be more precise with your aiming, which allows you to be a lot smoother. Like, I can make really small movements with my joystick just like this, and really, you know, very, I don't know, large movements like this. And that's all mostly because of control freaks, you know, allows me to be very precise. So I definitely recommend you get some form of, you know, control freaks, or I don't even know what you call them, like joystick boosters, anything like that. But anyways, yeah, looking at the sensitivity, it's really smooth and really easy to aim with. You know, I say it's pretty slow, but slow means good when you're aiming, so that's all that matters. Now, if I go into build mode, like I showed you guys, my build mode sensitivity is 2.4, so that's 2.4 times higher than my horizontal and vertical look speed. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot. So if I'm looking normally just like this and click build, then you'll see that it goes pretty damn fast. Now the reason I have my build sensitivity super high up is because I can make really quick movements while still maintaining a smooth movement. So like I said, since I'm using control freaks, this allows me to be super precise with my analog stick. You know, it's really precise, really smooth, and that's kind of the main reason why I have such a high build sensitivity. Now I just want to say that you're probably not gonna hook onto the sensitivity really quickly because it is really high. It's very high for sensitivity, and trying to be smooth at first is going to be very difficult. But I just want to tell you guys, please practice. That's what I did with this. And you know, if I wanted to do a 360, I could do it, you know, just like that, and I could also be really smooth and slow with my analog stick. So it's just perfect overall. So yeah, really good sensitivity, allows you to be very smooth. Anyways, I'm just going to be talking about my keybinds and what I recommend you use. But let's get started with the non-claw section, because I know a lot of non-claw players struggle with being smooth. It just doesn't work, but I'll help you out with that. Now, the first thing I want to say for you non-claw players is please get rid of X for jump. Now, since I play with paddles, it doesn't matter for me, or if you play claw, this doesn't matter for you. But non-claw players, if you're still jumping with X, I'm sorry to tell you, but being smooth is going to be very difficult. I'm going to explain why that is. So first off, if I were to be looking around like this and I try to jump, I'll have to take my thumb off the analog stick just to jump and keep looking. So if I try to do that, 90s would look like this. When if you don't have X for jump, 90s can look like this. The main point of what I'm trying to say is you can't look around while you click jump. That's a huge factor because when you're free building, you're jumping a lot, and when you jump, you can't look around. I hope you guys understand what I mean by that, but trust me, you want to get X off of your jump bind. And not only X, you don't want to use any of the right side of the controller. You don't want to use triangle, square, circle, X, or Y, B, A, I forget what Xbox is, but you know what I mean, just those 4 buttons. You want to move away from those, and obviously the D-pad too. I guess you don't want to use those as well. Now, what I recommend you to do is switch jump to right stick or left stick. This way you can still look around while you jump, and this is pretty much the first form of being smooth because you jump a lot. You don't really notice it, but trust me, it's gonna help you a lot, not only with free building but aiming or having gunfights as well. Now you may be wondering, what do I switch crouch to? What I recommend is you could switch it to left joystick, or you could switch it to X, like I said, because you're not going to be crouching so much when you're free building. You never crouch when you're free building, so it doesn't really matter. I guess you could sacrifice not looking around for you to crouch. And I'm not really going to go over all of these keybinds because I want you guys to go experiment. You know, when finding new keybinds, you want to see what's most comfortable for you. But one thing is, please switch the jump bind to anything but triangle, square, circle, X, or whatever the heck the Xbox binds are. Now for claw players, just stick with the default. I'm gonna be dead honest, it doesn't really matter, but if you're on PlayStation, what I recommend you use is edit for touchpad. This may be uncomfortable at first, but it works really well, trust me. You could look around, you can move while clicking edit, so it pretty much works very well. But yeah, that pretty much sums up what the best sensitivity and settings you should use for trying to be smooth on controller. I just want to say one last time is, please be patient. It's going to be painful at first, you're not going to want to get used to it, but it's going to work out, trust me. You're going to be smooth. The more time you put into these settings, just the more you're going to be smoother at it, and the better you're going to be as a player. So trust me, it's very worth it, and I can't even free build. What the heck? Anyways, trust me, it's worth it in the end. All of these work very well. But anyways, yeah, that's going to have to end off the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out.